Just a little disclaimer, there will probably be some dogs going in and out, so just ignore that. The purpose of this video is to begin documenting. There's going to be some of that too, the growling, and hopefully it doesn't get too obnoxious, but if it does, I'll shut them out. The reason why I am recording this video is to document the journey that my husband and I have started down. Yeah, okay. All right, yeah. To document the journey that my husband and I have began. That is our fertility journey. So basically, my husband and I have been married for 3 years, going on 4. Yes, this May actually. And we decided to start trying to conceive a baby. It's been at least 1.5 years now. We didn't actually start timing, or I didn't actually start tracking my periods and my ovulation until I guess last November, December. After almost 2 years of no success, we decided it's probably time for us to start, seeing someone, or go and see, what's the problem. See if there is a problem. And there is. So I have had irregular periods ever since I first started. I think I started when I was 13 or 14. And so on my side of things, that is a sign that my body is not ovulating every month on a regular basis. Hopefully you can tell by the title of this video that I will be talking about periods and female stuff. So if that's not for you, then bye. But if it is for you, awesome. My body doesn't ovulate every month, and that obviously makes it difficult to try and have a baby, because the egg is 50% of what you need in order to make a baby. And so that was an issue. I have low progesterone levels, which I believe is, part of why I don't ovulate every month. And after my OBGYN did some tests and I told her about my period history, she then wanted my husband to have a semen analysis, which he did that. And so then on his side of things, there's some complications there with his numbers being really low, below average. That's another problem. You also need the sperm with the egg, and we both have issues with that. So after that, my doctor recommended that we go see an infertility specialist. And finally, after probably 2 months, we finally got an appointment and talked with her. And she's wanting to run more tests. She's wanting my husband to have his test repeated. There's a lot of waiting, and it's very frustrating. She also told me that I most likely have PCOS, which I wasn't surprised when she told me that. I kind of went down a little PCOS rabbit hole when all of this started happening, because I was researching irregular periods, not ovulating every month, problems with getting pregnant, things like that. And of course, PCOS popped up because that's one of the symptoms, is irregular periods. That's another part of this video, is I want to kind of film this journey for me to look back on and to kind of just help me through it, because I don't have anyone close to me who is experiencing PCOS. I know women who have struggled with infertility, and so I also want to put this out there in case anyone is going through this at the same time, in case anyone has already been through this and they can offer advice, suggestions, just encouragement. I'm also hoping to find other videos and other people who are going through this and who have gone through this, and who have really good advice, really good tips, really good words of encouragement. Just a place for people to come and kind of, bond and connect over the same thing that's going on in their lives. So anyway, It's been a struggle. Being told that you have something wrong with you is not always a great thing to hear. It's never a great thing to hear. And despite the fact that I wasn't surprised and I kind of already felt like that was part of the issue, it still hurts. It still sucks big time. But nonetheless, I know that there's a plan, that God has a plan for everything. And his timing is not our timing, and his timing is perfect. Sometimes it's hard to remember that. I totally get that. There have been multiple times where I've just been, driving or living my life, and I just start breaking down crying because I'm like, why is this not happening? Why is it not our time yet? And so if you're watching this and you're going through something in your life, it doesn't have to be infertility. It doesn't have to be, what I'm talking about, PCOS, things like that. It can be anything that's going on, and you're just sitting there wondering, why is this not happening for me? Or why do I feel like I'm stuck in this bad place? When is it ever going to get better? It's going to get better. It just takes time. It's God's timing. And God is a mysterious God. He doesn't just come out and show us our life plan, because then that would be boring. So hopefully these videos do some good for anyone out there. I know it's going to help me because, like I said, I don't really have anyone that's going through this at the exact same time with the exact same thing. So, just putting your life on the internet. That's what everyone's doing nowadays. That's basically just a little intro to what I'm going to be doing. And our current status is my husband needs to schedule his retest or new test analysis, and I am waiting to start my period so I can have all my tests done. One thing I do have a question about for anyone out there who has experienced this or has any sort of medical background or anything like that. My doctor recommended this drug called Provera, and it's basically like a progesterone that just helps jumpstart your period, because for someone like me who has an irregular period, I have no idea when I'm going to start. And yes, it sucks, because it's like, oh, okay, we're not going to have a period this month. Cool. Oh, okay, next month we're going to have a period. All right, next month, period? I don't know. Like, it's not fun. Something about me and my values and lifestyle is I like to approach health problems in the most natural way I can. I'm not totally against drugs and medicine and all that. Like, obviously God gave us a brain for a reason, but I just want to try and do it in the most natural way possible. And I don't want to try and put too much in my body that's going to just completely throw everything out of whack. I'm kind of on the fence about the Provera and jump starting my period. I actually have been a little crampy lately, which is a sign when I do actually have a period. That's like one of the early symptoms. Also, I've been kind of moody. Like, I was on my way home from work today. I'm a teacher. I got home and I have just moved some plants to a different spot in our yard. And I was really worried that the plants weren't going to survive. They were looking kind of yellow and brown. And literally I came home and there were like little buds popping up in these plants. And I started sobbing. I was like, they made it. I didn't kill them. Like, those are my babies right now. I see those as my plant babies. And then these two, fur balls, they're my babies. But I'm definitely moody, obviously emotional. Flowers making me cry. So hopefully, fingers crossed, I actually start my period soon so we can do the day 3 and 4 testing that she's wanting to do, and we can move this puppy along. A couple other things that I have looked into and researched are some supplements that are supposed to help with the PCOS symptoms. One of those is inositol. I've heard that one. Chromium is another one. It's recommended that you get a lot of vitamin D. I think I've seen magnesium pop up. So there's all kinds of stuff that I still want to research and talk to our primary care doctor about, who is also kind of more along the natural healing process. My husband has to eat gluten and dairy free for a digestive issue that he has, and so we've kind of already been eating like that to the best we can. And whenever I was doing my PCOS, rabbit hole diving, I found that eating gluten and dairy free can also help relieve or heal the symptoms of PCOS. So I'm going to be following that kind of diet more strictly, making sure that I'm eating low carb, no sugar, like no added sugar if possible, which is really hard for me because I love sugar. I have the biggest sweet tooth ever. But one thing that has helped me with that is kind of changing my mindset to, rather than thinking, crap, well, I can't have ice cream, or oh, that sucks, I can't have that cookie, like, but I really, really want it. Instead of focusing on the negative part of not being able to have it, I focus on the positive part of what that's getting me towards. I'm not going to have that ice cream because I want a baby. I'm not going to eat that cookie or cupcake or pizza or whatever because it's going to help me have a baby. Like, what do I want more? The ice cream right now that the satisfaction is going to go away in 20 minutes, or a baby who I'm going to be able to raise and watch them grow up, and it's going to last me the rest of my life. So that's kind of helped me as far as the diet and changing stuff like that as well. So all that to say, welcome to my PCOS infertility journey. Healing, natural, God's got this video series, if you want to call it that. I don't know. We'll see. If you have questions, if you have comments, suggestions, advice, words of encouragement, anything of the sort, leave it down below as a comment. I love words of encouragement. That's definitely one of my love languages. So if you need some words of encouragement, I hope this helps you. And I am in desperate need of words of encouragement. So leave it if you have some. I will be back with an update, hopefully, when my period decides to come. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!